Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. We are so excited to have you with us today.
Absolutely. Today's episode is dedicated to a hobby that I think we are all a little bit guilty of indulging in.
Just a little bit? Speak for yourself. I'm talking about online shopping, or, as some people like to call it, retail therapy.
That's a great term to start with. Retail therapy. It's the idea of buying things to make yourself feel better. But today, we aren't just talking about buying. We are going deep into the entire life cycle of an order.
Exactly. From the moment you click to the moment it arrives, or doesn't arrive, we're going to cover the vocabulary of browsing, shipping, tracking, and the absolute most important part, returns and refunds.
Because let's be honest, navigating customer service in a second language can be terrifying. So let's start at the beginning. Before there were websites, we had brick-and-mortar stores.
Right, brick and mortar. That refers to a physical building, a real shop made of bricks. But now, we have e-commerce. And usually, the process starts with browsing.
You're scrolling through the site. Maybe you filter by low to high price. I always do that. And you check the specs or specifications.
And very importantly, the reviews. I never buy anything without reading the reviews. But here is a term I love, social proof.
Oh, that's a good one. Social proof is when you see that 500 other people bought this item, so you feel safer buying it. It convinces you that it's not a scam.
Precisely. So, you find the perfect item, you add it to your cart or basket. Now, do you check out immediately?
No way. I usually leave it there, sometimes for days.
Classic cart abandonment. Marketing teams hate you. But let's say you proceed to check out. This is where things get tricky with vocabulary. First, you have to choose your shipping method.
Usually you have options like standard shipping, which is free but slow, or expedited shipping.
Expedited. That's a formal word for speed up. If you pay for expedited shipping, you want it fast, maybe next day delivery.
But watch out for hidden fees. Sometimes you get to the end and suddenly there's a handling fee, or, if you are buying internationally, customs duties and import taxes.
That is a nightmare. I once bought a t-shirt from the US, and the customs duties cost more than the shirt itself.
Ouch, that's a painful lesson. Okay, so you've paid. The order is processed. Now you enter the phase of obsessive checking.
You mean refreshing the tracking number every 10 minutes?
Exactly. You want to see that status change from processing to dispatched or shipped.
By the way, is there a difference between dispatched and shipped?
Not really. Dispatched is a bit more common in British English, shipped in American. They both mean the package has left the warehouse.
Okay, so the package is in transit. Ideally, it arrives at your door. But in the modern world, we have a new problem, porch pirates.
I love this term, even though I hate the people. Porch pirates. These are thieves who steal packages off your front porch before you get home.
It's a huge problem. That's why many people now choose click and collect or in-store pickup. You buy it online, but you go to the shop to get it.
Or they use a locker. Like an Amazon locker. But let's imagine the package actually arrives safely. You do the unboxing. You try it on. And
it's terrible. It doesn't fit. Or maybe it's a lemon.
A lemon?
Yeah, we usually use that for cars, but you can use it for electronics too. A lemon is a product that is defective or broken right out of the box.
So, you have buyer's remorse. That feeling of regret after buying something. Now you have to deal with the return policy.
This is where people get stuck. You need to read the fine print. First question, what is the return window?
Is it 14 days? 30 days? Some brands have a final sale policy.
Oh, final sale is dangerous. That means non-refundable. If you buy it, you are stuck with it. No returns, no exchanges.
But assuming it is returnable, you usually need to generate an RMA. That stands for Return Merchandise Authorization. It's basically a permission slip from the company.
And then comes the question of the shipping label. Do they provide a prepaid label, or do you have to pay out of your own pocket?
If they make me pay for return shipping, I usually don't shop there again. It's a deal breaker for me.
I agree. Now, there is a specific shopping behavior related to returns called bracketing. Have you heard of this?
Bracketing? No, what is that?
It's when you don't know your size, so you buy the same shirt in small, medium, and large. You intend to keep one and return the other two.
Oh, I definitely do that. I didn't know it had a name, bracketing, useful word. But retailers hate it because processing returns is expensive.
It is. They have to inspect the item, repackage it, or sometimes they just throw it away. That's why some stores charge a restocking fee.
A restocking fee is when they deduct maybe $5 or $10 from your refund just for the trouble of putting the item back on the shelf.
Okay, let's get practical. Sometimes the automatic system doesn't work, and you have to actually talk to a human being, or write an email.
We prepared a slightly more complex role play for this episode. In this scenario, the package says delivered, but the customer never received it.
A classic panic moment. Okay, I'll be the upset customer. You are the customer service representative.
Ready. Ring, ring.
Thank you for calling SwiftShip Customer Support. My name is Chris. How can I assist you today?
Hi, Chris. I'm calling about my recent order, number 5543. I have a bit of a situation. I received a notification saying the package was delivered yesterday, but I've checked everywhere, and it's not here.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I know how frustrating that can be. Let me pull up your tracking information. Okay, I see here it was marked as delivered at 2 p.m. to the front porch. Have you checked with your neighbors to see if they might have accepted it for you?
Yes, I asked next door, and nobody has seen it. I've also looked around the side of the house. I'm worried it might have been lost in transit or stolen.
I understand. Since it's been 24 hours, we can classify this as a lost package. I can go ahead and open a claim with the courier for you.
Okay, what does that mean for me? Do I have to wait for the claim to finish? I really needed that item for this weekend.
Typically, an investigation takes 48 hours. However, since you're a loyal customer, I can go ahead and issue a replacement immediately. We can send it via overnight shipping at no extra cost.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you. And what if the original package shows up later?
If the original turns up, just let us know, and we'll send you a return label to send the duplicate back.
That sounds fair. I appreciate you resolving this so quickly.
Not a problem at all. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's everything. Thanks, Chris. And cut. That went really well. You were a very helpful agent.
I tried my best. Notice the key phrases we used there. You said, "I'd like to open a claim."
Yes. A claim is a formal request for the shipping company to investigate. And you offered a replacement.
Right. Sometimes you don't want a refund. You still want the item. So you ask for a replacement. And I offered overnight shipping to fix the bad experience.
Another term we didn't use in the role play, but is very common, is store credit.
Yes. Sometimes if you miss the return window, let's say you try to return something after 40 days instead of 30, the shop might refuse a refund to your card, but they will offer you store credit.
It's a compromise. You get the money, but you have to spend it at their store.
Better than nothing. Before we wrap up, I want to mention one last financial term, the chargeback.
Ooh, the nuclear option.
Exactly. A chargeback is when the store refuses to help you. So you call your bank or credit card company and tell them to forcibly take the money back.
You should only do this in extreme cases, like if it was a total scam. If you do too many chargebacks, Amazon or other stores might ban your account.
Good advice. Use it wisely.
Okay, let's recap the main takeaways from today.
Check the specs and reviews to avoid buyer's remorse.
Watch out for customs duties and restocking fees.
If a package is missing, ask to open a claim.
And if you are unsure about size, you might try bracketing, but check the return policy first.
Perfect summary. Next week, we are going to talk about something totally different: job interviews.
Oh, that's a big one. You won't want to miss it.
As always, you can find the full vocabulary list for this episode in the show notes. Thanks for listening. And don't forget to share this episode and subscribe to our channel.
Happy shopping, everyone. Bye.
Bye.